Admitting the... Oh, here we are. Recording is in progress. So, I think we can start. I'll just ask my colleague Felipe to keep admitting everyone that is in the waiting room, please. And we'll start. Can someone confirm if you can see my screen, which is an introductory slide, let's say?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. So hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to this workshop, which is a dedicated session to presenting the IMU, the Interregional Market Uptake Hub, which is, as you all know or may know, a pan-European network and platform that has been developed under the framework of this project Inoffer CFIs, aiming to connect GreenTech solution seekers with technology providers, particularly in carbon farming related sectors. So today we are gathering in this workshop two interested parties, let's say, for this platform, and as primary groups for this GreenTech technology partners. So in this workshop we will have Inoffer CFI's partners, and I see lots of colleagues here. Thank you very much for being here. And I also see several companies that are enrolled or were enrolled in the acceleration program throughout the three cohorts that already are the two cohorts that have already finished and the one that is currently rolling. So again, welcome. Thank you for being here. I start by presenting to all of you the agenda. So after a very short welcoming session and introduction by myself being Anna, by the way, Anna from F-Success, one of the partners of this project. I'm joined here by my colleague Felipe. And so after this short introduction, I will give the floor for several points to Irene Viviano, which is the responsible partner for the development of this IMU, this platform. So we'll go over the main vision and an overview of the IMU, how it stands. Then we'll have a live demo of the platform. And you will be able after that to explore yourselves the platform as it is. We hope to have some feedback from you at this fifth session of the day, and also a bit of questions and answers. We will hear from Irene what are the next steps and the timeline, and we will close the session hoping to have you back to your usual working loads 1 hour from now. So about this session and just a bit of a housekeeping, let's say. This meeting is set in a workshop on meeting mode, so it's not a webinar mode. This means that you are able to open your mic and speak. However, we would recommend and ask you to keep your mic off during the presentations and raise your hand if you have any questions or to ask permission to speak. It will also be helpful if you can write your questions in the chat or leave any comments that you might feel useful. This is helpful for the session and helpful for ourselves for the development of the IMU that we are today launching as, let's say, internally, let's say. I start by presenting to all of you Inoffer CFIs. Obviously, this is more for the accelerated companies than for the project partners. Project partners already know what Inoffer CFIs is. Inoffer CFIs, it's an innovation project that advances carbon farming and nature-based solutions to capture more CO2 while improving water resources, soil health, and biodiversity. We are a group of 21 expert partners in 13 different European regions, and we are co-funded by the I3 program. We have two main objectives in this project, and obviously this workshop will be about one of those objectives, not about the two. So the first one, which we will not detail this workshop on, is the innovative carbon farming technology platform. So this is basically integrating 4 technologies that we are developing throughout the project and validating in the living labs, boosting CO2 uptake, freshwater production, soil restoration, and biodiversity. This is one of the objectives. The second objective is to accelerate cutting-edge green tech and carbon farming technologies with a minimum of TRL 6, promoting SMEs in the eligible regions, and boosting European market innovation through this IMU, Interregional Market Uptake Hub. Obviously, this is the one that we are focusing today, but nevertheless, let me just tell you that the technologies, as said, are focusing on satellite and space technologies, desalination technologies, and mycelium technologies. And the living hubs, just for you to know, these living hubs are sites in Greece, 4 sites in Greece, Italy, Spain, and Belgium, where these technologies are being tested and demonstrated. The acceleration program is, as said, and the IMU are, as said, part of this second objective. And the idea is to provide significant support to SMEs and startups and to boost green tech development and specifically carbon farming related technologies within Europe. So without further ado, I will give, oh, sorry, I missed this one. So this is just an overview of all the partners that are involved in the project. As you see, we are a big consortium and working to make this the best we can. Without further ado, I will give the floor to Irene Vigiano. I believe she will present herself. Irene, please go ahead.
Thank you, Anna. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's a very pleasure to have you here for this soft launch. My name is Irene Vigiano, and I'm project manager at TESEAS. Next slide, please.
Irene, I think we cannot see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
You cannot. Oh, yeah. You can hear me, but you cannot
Yes.
see me. There was a problem of that. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so I was saying that I'm project manager at TESEAS. TESEAS is an Italian company providing cutting-edge technology solution for a variety of industries. We are specialized in the design, development, and deployment of innovative systems that spans across different sectors, such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, climate and environmental science, and biotechnology and life sciences. And our mission is specifically to support and equip businesses with the tools and methodologies they might need in managing the complexity of the innovative systems. And this was precisely what we wanted to do within the InnoFossify project when we start working. Next slide, please. When we started working on this project almost more than a year ago, actually, we spent a lot of time in researching and observing what was happening, let's say, on the ground. And we identified that there was a real market gap in the innovative solution in the carbon farming market. Because on one side, there were startups and small, medium companies that developed highly innovative green and climate focused solutions. But the technologies are very powerful and strong, but sometimes they remain stuck at the pilot demonstration stage. And on the other side, there are the real users who are actively looking for solutions, but there are solutions that are reliable, deployable, and trustworthy, but they cannot find them appropriately. So from our understanding, the problem was not much a lack of innovation, but more a lack of connection. And this is very important because the consequences of this gap were significant and are significant, because most of the innovative technologies remain underused, the environmental impact is very limited, and most importantly for a company is that economic opportunities are missed. Next slide, please. So the IMUH was born and has been designed to respond exactly to this challenge, because we have designed this platform as a bridge that actually connects those startups, those who developed technology, so startups as me, as you are, with those who need solutions, like farmers, public authorities, or buyers. The goal is to create this shared environment where these different types of stakeholders can actually connect and communicate effectively because they speak the same language, and by doing so, they make informed decisions. And this, of course, next please, this creates this sort of real win-win solution, because through the IMUH, we provide SME and startups with visibility, with growing opportunities, and a faster and more efficient pathway to the market. And for solution seekers, of course, we provide this access to verify and high-quality technologies by also supporting, reducing the investment risk and supporting in adoption that are ready to deliver the impact. Next, please. And this is specifically where you come in. So as early, let's say, adopters and already finished the acceleration program, you are the first one who are going to test this platform. So you play this strategic role in shaping the IMUH, and consider yourself as not just users, but more as co-creators. Because we will provide you with the chance to test this platform and to provide us with some feedback by compiling, let's say, by filling a Google form. And this feedback will help us ensure that this platform actually and really responds to the market needs, that is user-friendly, so it's practical and usable, and that supports better decision, that help you actually understand this market really well. So, without further ado, I'm going to share now my screen. Thank you, Anna. You can see my screen, right?
It's
Not
loading.
yet.
Not yet.
I think it's just loading.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we can see it.
We see it, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is the, let me just, okay. You cannot see it, right? Or yes? Yes, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is the Interregional Market Uptake Hub. This is the platform that we have been working on for the last year, and this is also the platform that you are going to test for the first users, as I said. Once it goes live, you can directly access this platform by searching, let's say, online or through the Inno4Surprise project. Indeed, if you push this button, learn more, you will be redirected. If I may. You will be redirected to the Inno4Surprise project in case you are interested and you're curious to know more about this project. But then you can search it also online and you can have access to this platform. This is, of course, the landing page and has been designed as this first gateway to access the carbon farming market. And if you scroll the landing page, you will directly understand who is this platform meant for. We have identified 4 types of different stakeholders. Of course, there are the guest, which is a general user, let's say, who is curious about this platform, but not really as there are some SMEs and startups, or as might be farmers, renewable energy communities, or any other type of big or small buyers and stakeholders. Of course, you are as me and startups today, so I'm going to start as me and startup. And when you push on the card that is as me and startups, you have to create your account. Once you have your account, you can just do the login, but just to show you how it works, you have to insert an email and then a password, of course, and you sign up. Okay, let's do this. Okay, you will receive an email for confirmation in your email, the email that you have included in the registration. And once you receive the email, you can definitely, you are in. Okay. Now I'm going just to it's not this. Okay. This is the registration file. You receive the email, you confirm the email, then you need to register, let's say to fill in this registration form to be officially onboarded in the platform. So this is what you will see with the registration form. You select this Me and Startups or the category that you have decided to sign up for. You insert the personal information, your role, the email address is already confirmed, the phone number, and you push next. Then you need to insert all your company information. And I suggest you to insert as much information as possible in the more accurate way as possible, because this is going to be directly fit into the platform. So you need to include also the technology details and what you are looking for in the platform. If you're searching for opportunities, if you're searching for partners, or if you just want to increase your visibility and showcase your technology. Whatever, it can be all of them, of course. You push next, you review your information to see if they are completed and they are okay with this, and then you can complete your profile. Once you complete your profile, you are definitely logged in the platform, and this is exactly what you are going to see. This is the dashboard, which is the first page that you see from entering the IMU, and the dashboard has been designed as the first step, so to provide you just immediately with the functionalities that you are going to find and to discover. You can, of course, search from this sidebar for the different sections that you can find, but the dashboard serves you to better understand what you are going to discover. Indeed, from the very beginning, you understand how many technologies have already been uploaded, registered, how many active users there are online at the same time as you are, how many connections have been already, let's say, registered through the active users. And also, this is an information that can be very useful because it reflects the platform growth, so the monthly engagement from the users. You can see the top daily technologies here. So these are the technologies that are shown based on the most viewed or the recently updated filters. The analytics and metrics, which are some quantitative data related to the carbon farming sector, but I'm going to dive deeper into this later on. And then we have also included these latest news, which are specifically some news that are collected online and that can actually provide you with some context of the carbon farming market. Of course, as you are as me, the most important function of this platform is the upload technology. So before moving into this section, I would like to dive deeper into the upload technology. This is the technology management. So you are going to see this one. Of course, other users are not going to see this section. Buyers are not going to upload any technology, but as you are a technology provider, you are. And here you can upload your technology with some basic information, with description, sector, the TRL level, which, as Anna was saying at the beginning, we have included a minimum of TRL 6, clear TRL 9, and the technology type. we have already inserted some specific technologies, but if you are not categorized in any of these, you can just simply select other, but you need to specify what type of technology you have. Once you have specified the technology, you are required to also compile this detailed information. So the main objective of the technology, the methodology and approach that you will be using for this with this technology, if there are any specific constraints or requirements related to the technology and your future developments. You can also upload some images or any kind of document. This is optional, but as many information as you put, as I said, is better because this will directly support also informed decisions from the buyers. You can select also the Sustainable Development SDGs and the KPI. This is a KPI that we have some sort of search from our partners, from project partners. You select the KPI according to what you believe much better with your technology. And you need to insert the value and the unit or any kind of notes that you consider is relevant for this KPI. You can add up to 9 KPIs, and in case you need some support in compiling this section, you have this guideline here. Then you create the technology. And of course, if this is the first one that you create the technology here, you cannot see anything else. But if you want to upload more than one technology, because you are a technology provider and you have more than one technology that you would like to be shown, you can add. And here in this section, you can see all the technologies that you have already registered, let's say. And since I'm not going to be with you when you test the first time the platform, we have inserted here these upload guidelines that are going to guide you through this path, let's say, registration. Okay, when the technology is registered, it will be shown in the technology showcase. This is exactly where the technologies that are registered will be shown. You can search for the technologies, as you can see. These are all the technologies. Of course, these are just, let's say, placeholder. They are not real because, as I said, you are the first one. So you can see, you can directly search from this tab bar the technologies or the companies by description, or you can use these filters here. So you can search the technology by relevance, by the most view, in alphabetical order, or according to the sectors. Here we have included some sectors, but again, if there are other sectors and you believe that there is a technology that doesn't fit in any of these, you can click other by TRL or by technologies. How the technologies are shown in this section. Of course, you can see from this section that there will be displayed first technologies that have a higher level. So here are the carbon credit technology platform that specifically show the technologies that are at TRL 8 and 9, which are the most mature, let's say, technologies. And what about those that have a TRL 6 and 7? They will be shown as well. Graphically, we have, let's say, distinguished these two kinds of technologies with a different color. But of course, TRL 6 and 7 will be shown as well, can be contacted as well. But they fall under the so-called upcoming technologies because they are not fully mature to be foreseen in this section. If you're interested in a card, you can learn more by clicking in this button. And this is the card of the technology. This is not just the company, this is the history of your technology. So you need to know about this. You can understand about the TRL, you can understand about the technology provider, so about your company. You know exactly the name and the description, the sustainable development goals, how many users have already received that in the last month, in the last day, when it was added, the main objective of this technology, the technical specifications, and of course, as you remember, these are all information that you have inserted when uploading the technology in this section. So it's very important that you be as specific as possible. The constraints and the others. As you remember, there was a difference between future improvements and others, because future improvements are meant for those TRL 6 and 7 technologies, and others are any additional information and details that you would like to share with other guests, other users, and that, in your opinion, does not fall in any of the other sections that we have seen before. Scrolling down, you see the performance metrics, which are the KPIs that you have inserted before. This is very relevant because can actually help other users understand better how your technology can impact under an environmental point of view the ecosystem. On this side, instead, you see the technology level. So, for instance, this technology is a TRL 9, so is a system that can be contacted, is fully mature. So you can get in touch, you can contact the company or other companies, of course. And here there are some related technologies. In this case, there are not related technologies, but in this section, usually you can find technologies that have the same interest, or they can share some common aspects with your technologies. And with this showcase section comes to an end. Then let me move to the metrics. As I said at the beginning, the metrics are mostly quantitative and qualitative data about the aggregated data, let's say, about the carbon farming sector. As you can see, we have a distinction here about basic and advanced metrics. So what's the difference between these two sections? The basic metrics are mostly data about just one country. So you can select one country. If you want to know more about Italy, for instance, some data about Italy, you can select one country and you will directly receive some data about about Italy. Of course, the data are updated at 2025, and if you want to know exactly where we took this data, you find here, of course, the information. Okay. This is the, let's say we have some included also some graphics here so that you can instantly see this data and you can understand better. They are very interactive, as well as the geographical map. So you know exactly what you are searching for, and you can have this direct graph of the carbon farming market. The advanced metrics on the other side are relevant because you can include and you can compare different data from different countries. So you can select at the same time, you can select all Europe, or you can select specific countries. If you are interested for specific countries, you can select different countries and you will directly have a comparison between data of this KPI. These are KPI cards that show aggregated data for Europe. So the first section that you see are just referring to Europe. And if you want to see instead the comparison between the countries, you just need to scroll and to see that I have selected, for instance, Italy, France, and Austria. And here I have the data related to these the comparison between these three countries. Another important section in the advanced metrics, which we believe is very important, is that it doesn't make sense to have just this data, but we want also to, let's say, to provide you with some report. And this is the reason why we have included this AI report generator according to the selection data that you want. So I want, for instance, the country specific and the emissions and climate data, but I don't want to include energy and renewable or environment. And I want a report that actually help me understand better and this type of data. So I'm going to generate the report. Of course, it takes some time. And once the report is generated, you can download it in PDF, you can read it and see if it's very relevant for you and help you also understand better in which direction you need to go. Okay. You can download it, as I said, or you can generate another report, including all the sections that you haven't included before, or anything that you believe is very relevant for you. As I said at the beginning, there are some data sources. So here we have included some official reports and publications or data sets that have been used to feed the climate metrics analysis. If you want to learn more, you can just visit source and you will be redirected to the website where we took information. Okay. So here we have the messages. As I said, you can get in contact with another company, and of course, you can receive messages from the buyers that are the, let's say, the solution seekers. So here you have this connection. You can see the conversations that are open, or here you can be notified if there are any pending requests for connection that you haven't accepted yet. And this function is it's very easy to use because it functions as a let's say as a chat between startups and buyers. From the settings section, you are going to upload your profile information. So if you need to change the full name, the role, or anything specifically related to the information, if you want to change the password, you can do it from here. And then we have also the team management. We have included this section because we believe that maybe you want to share this platform with other members of your team. So you can directly invite another member. You enter the email address. They will receive, I'm not going to do this because it would take much time. So you invite them, you insert the email, they will receive this email and they need to accept again to click on the link and to accept the invite, and they will be fully onboarded in the team management. And of course, you remember that we have included just 3 invitations from 3 different members of your team, and that invitations expired after 1 hour. So it's very important that you notify first your members to check the email inbox if they have received any link. From this, of course, you can log in, log out. You can get back to the dashboard. You can change also the mode if you prefer the light, the dark, or if you prefer the system. Okay. What I want to do now is just to show you, this is what you will see as a technology provider. But now I want to show you actually exactly what the buyers are going to see from their own perspective. Okay, so these are the different, of course, as I said, different type of users, and most of them share the same functionalities, let's say. The only difference is what buyers see, as I said, because they can see also in this showcase, they have a different, let's say, vision of the technology showcase. Again, they can search for technologies, they can filter, but what they see is the most recommended for you. So the first one, the first section is the most recommended technologies for them. So these are those technologies that are recommended to this particular section based on the needs that they have expressed in the registration format. And the recommended for you is based not just on TRL, but also on the matching, which is something that you as startups, you cannot see, but of course they can do. This is the matchmaking scoring. which actually help them understand if your technology answered their specific needs, responds to their specific needs. Okay, so these technologies, for instance, aligns well with the most of the requirements of the buyers. And as you can see from the this matchmaking, we have included also this breakdown. So according to the interest match, according to the sector, the technology type, the geographic alignment, or the maturity. It's not always this high, of course. It might be very high when we are talking about, for instance, technology with a higher TRL level, but this does not mean that it's always this case. And if I am a buyer and I'm very interested in this technology, because I believe that they can actually be interest for me, I can add to my favorites, for instance, and I can search for other technologies or wait before contacting the company, or I can directly contact the company. Hello. Okay. I send the request, and in the messages in your profile as me as a company, you will receive a notification under the messages section in which you that you can decide to accept or not, of course. As I said, these are the related technologies. And basically that's it. I mean, this is the what you can see from this is what exactly all the type of stakeholders that licensed farmers can see, and the guests can see just some a very brief, let's say, overview of the platform, because they do not have the fully accessibility to the platform. So they can see something like the showcase and the metrics, but they cannot get in contact with the company. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for now. Get back to Anna.
Yes, I can take over just sharing my screen again. Please confirm if you can see it.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Elena.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so since we believe that the only way to understand if this platform actually answer your needs, let's say it's very relevant, is that you start to experience it. So I'm going to share in the chat the website, and we are going to provide you with a couple of minutes to try to register. Then you will have the time, of course, to test it at home with, okay. Let me just share with you the website, the link. You receive it, right? Can you confirm you can enter the platform?
It's received, yes. And it's working, I think.
Perfect. So what we are asking you to do is just to try to register on the platform, just to fill in the registration form.
I'm sorry, I get an error message saying email rate limit exceeded.
Sorry?
I am trying to sign up. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I am. Yeah, I'm creating a new account. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what people are writing, email rate limit exceeded.
You can see in the comments, Irene.
Oh,
Several
okay.
people are getting this error.
Okay. So I think that, let me check this. This is probably because we are trying to do at the same time. So yes, exactly. So they confirm me that this problem is just a technological bug, let's say, because we receive at the same time the same request. But I mean, what we are going to do next, if it's possible to get back to the presentation, Anna.
Yes. Just a second.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, what we are going to do next is just a yes, of course, for you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so one is in. Perfect. Okay. But for those of you who cannot actually access now, you can have some time. We will get back to you with an email in which we share the link and also this template, which is a feedback template, a Google form in which you are asked to, let's say, tell us more about what you think about this platform, so that we can collect this feedback and also improve the platform according to the needs, as I said at the beginning. So I don't know if there are any questions at this point, since we are fully on time and we have some time for discussions. If it was sufficiently clear, if you have anything that you would like to learn more about.
I see.
Can I ask a question? Yeah,
Go ahead,
thank you.
Tatiana. Go ahead.
Yes. So, Irena, the question is, would it be also possible for us to see the parts, how the buyers fill it out? Why I'm asking this, because there is a matching, and if we as companies can come up with how we define the technology and maybe sometimes sector, how do we know that on the other side, the buyer will kind of select the same? Do they get a drop down based on our input? How does that work to match us with them?
Okay, so basically the functions are the same for all the users. I mean, the only difference in the registration phase is the same, exactly. So if I have understood correctly, the most important part from under your point of view, let's say from the technology provider, is very important that you understand the matchmaking scoring, right? Yes. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So at this stage, basically, if you register as me, you cannot actually see how the buyer profile function. But since you are testing for the first one, we can definitely, you can either, let's say, register with another email under the buyer. So you have two different profiles. So you register first as me, and then you register again as a buyer, and you can see the difference, let's say, section.
Good. Nice. Thank you. If nobody else goes, I have one more question actually. Since you are there is a preference to the higher TRL, is it not skewing then the choice of the buyers towards more, let's say, advanced, or is that the idea of
Okay. So according to the project objective, of course, the technologies with the TRL 8 and 9 are the most mature. So they are fully ready to be shown in this carbon farming, this premium section, let's say. Then we have also included, of course, the TRL 6 and 7. They can be filters according to different TRL. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they will be shown in this way. So if you prefer, for instance, a TRL 6, you can see at first the TRL 6. The only difference is that TRL 6 and 7 probably need more time. So they need other things before getting to the higher level. But this does not mean that they cannot be contacted. They can be contacted. They have fully visibility in the platform. They can be contacted. The only difference is that they do not match the scoring, let's say, because they are not, let's say, at tier 8 and 9, but they can be contacted. And according to the filter, as I said, you can see them at the very beginning.
Clear. Thanks.
Any other questions or comments?
Yes.
Andreas, I see your hand. Go ahead. I think you're muted.
Yeah. Oh, great. First, big congratulations, Irina. It's fantastic to see the platform live, and it really feels good. We'll have a lot of little questions. I think we will put in the Google template, but overall, it's really nice and very well. Just for the sake of clarity, and on your initial presentation, you mentioned that it's for technologies in the eligible regions, but it's now open for any company solution within the entire EU, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. No. I mean, we have included some data from the 13 countries that are part of the consortium, just for this. But they can be included. All the let's say we have broadened the region, and I know. But the data, yes, the data from the metrics are from the 13 countries, because we received some inputs from the partners of the consortium on this data. So we have started from that data from that countries, and of course we would like to improve also this information.
Yeah, great. And another more generic question. One of the advantages of the platform is to give trust into the technologies which are featured, because there's a rigorous mechanism to qualify the technologies which are listed. What is the mechanism to ensure that the technologies really have the TRL level, that they are trusted technologies? So, because it's a self-onboarding of solutions, so how do we have the quality check?
I mean, at this stage, the only quality check is just the technology provider insert real and trustworthy information. At this stage, as you know, we have some experts that qualify these technologies before entering the acceleration program. And those that do not enter the acceleration program, I believe that have already checked their solution because they have TRL 8 or 9. But probably at the end of the project that you already know, it's in August, let's say, and after the project, we are also considering implementing some automation. Is it correct in English? Okay. So yes, a check that is automatically, let's say, receive this quality check. At this stage, we haven't included yet because for project purpose, as you know, this function in this way.
Yeah, fantastic. And just a final quick one, for the list of technologies or sectors, it might make sense to use the same one as we use for the acceleration program. We have a list of, I don't know, 10 different technology sectors, which are more broad than one which are in the starting version right now, which but we can also do it through the Google Doc.
Yes, but as I said during the presentation, it's not an exhaustive, let's say, list of technologies that can be shown. And if there are any of these, or if a technology doesn't fit in any of these category, can be selected other and added also the category, so that we can receive this feedback and improve for the official launch. Included this also in the official launch.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Andreas and Tatiana. Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Now it's the time. I actually have one very small question. Maybe you said it and I didn't hear it. Once we register, we have to declare our TRL level at the moment where we are registering. If this TRL level improves, I mean, hopefully with time, do we need to register again or can we change it?
Yes, you can change it from the settings section. You can upload your information by just clicking on that, and you can, let's say, improve also the description, because if you have already improve your TRL, you need also to change the description, including some new information, let's say, that are very relevant for the other side of the, let's say, users. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from partners or from the accelerated companies present in the room? I don't see any hands, but please let us know if anything comes up in the next few minutes. I'll maybe give the floor again to Irene to present the next steps and the timeline.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so as I said multiple times, let's say, after this meeting, immediately after this meeting, you will receive an email with the link to access the IMUH platform. Of course, we'll check that it would be also feasible for you to register, even if receiving multiple requests. And in the same email, you will receive also the Google form for the feedback with the feedback template, which we kindly ask you to complete by March the 5th. So you have like a month to test it. And I wanted to stress this fact. So it's very useful and relevant for us to receive your feedback. So we ask you to fill out this form as accurately as possible, so it's easier for us to collect also and analyze your answers. And again, as Anna was saying, if you have any other questions and anything that hasn't come up now, let's say, you can of course write an email to Anna or write an email to me, because yes, next slide, please. There is, at the end of this presentation, you can find also my contact, so you can directly reach out to me, or if you prefer to Anna, it's the same basically, because we are always in contact. We can collect all your answers and questions actually, and we will get back to you with some answers, which can be very beneficial for everyone, for us. Then after we receive your feedback, we will take some time to integrate this new information and also these new features or the improvements that you are going to suggest, and start working on the official launch of the IMUH that will take place on the 17th of March. So you have the opportunity to complete your onboarding. Once we receive the feedback, it's nothing more from your side. I mean, you can complete your onboarding by March the 12th. So your solution will be showcased during the official event. And yes, as I was saying, I really would like to thank you all for being here. This is my email. If you want to send me any email about any possible doubts that you might have on this platform, or for anything that doesn't work, actually don't be afraid to ask.
Sorry.
Yes, Andreas.
Andreas?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. If you have time for a last question, that would be fantastic. Irene, on the structure with the different groups, SME startups, RSCs, farmers, and buyers.
Yes.
From the way I look at it, you have those who provide a solution, that's SMEs and startups.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
One question is, do we exclude large companies who also have solutions? Well, that's a tiny question. And then we have those who are seeking a solution. And why do we differentiate between those who seek a solution as buyers and the other ones as renewable energy communities or farmers? You also have project developers who seek solutions for MRV technologies. You have public utilities who need to decarbonize the energy through biomass-powered plants. So you have more target groups than those listed here. So the question I have is, why do we make the distinction between certain groups, RSCs and farmers and buyers, and instead of saying all who are looking for, all those who seek a solution?
Yes, because although they are all categorized under the seeker solutions, let's say, and the buyers category, they have different needs, of course. So the buyers are the big companies, or they cannot be necessarily big, I mean, that wants this specific technology or they need to achieve a specific goal. The recs and farmers, as you know, have other type of needs, and they are searching for a technology because they need to respond to certain types of needs. So this is basically the distinction. I mean, buyers, recs, and the farmers are all solution seekers, but they have different type of requirements. And this is also possible to see the distinction at the very beginning of the platform. In the card, you see exactly why we have made this distinction.
If I'm a carbon project developer and I'm looking for an innovative monitoring tool, do I sign up where?
You are a project, you are a rec, you are a buyer, you are a company, I suppose.
I'm a company which is developing projects and I need a specific
if
technology.
You're a company, okay.
Let's say soil carbon measurement technology. So I'm not a buyer, I'm not a rec, I'm not a farmer, I'm another group. So maybe we should reflect to cover all target groups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're a company, you register under the buyer. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I don't see any hands. I have a final question for you, Irene. So, regarding this form, putting myself in the shoes of the companies that need to fulfill it, it might be the case that I have some feedback now, and when I try the platform in 2 weeks, I have some more feedback to give. So, can I fulfill the form twice? If needed.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yes. We have, let's say, we found a way to centralize this data, so it's possible to receive different forms. Let's say.
Okay. So, as I don't see any other hands, I thank you again very much for your time, for being here. I think a special thanks to Irene for presenting this amazing platform that I believe it will be very useful for all of us as companies involved in this kind of projects and this green tech sector, especially carbon farming related. Thank you very much. Please send us an email if you have any other questions, and this email that Irene spoke over and over again will be sent in the next few hours. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
Have a
everyone.
nice day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.